You are listening to Endless, Nameless.
Hi, I'm Maya Jones, and don't hit me up. Only the real ones know.
Hi, I'm Gabriellarigakos and Reach Square. And today, it's Endless Nameless.
This is Endless Nameless.
It's Endless Nameless today.
And today,
we have a very special guest.
We have a very special guest.
We have Emma! Lots to discuss, lots to go on.
Do you want to introduce yourself a little
bit?
Hi, I'm Emma. And I'm a guest. Yeah. What do I say? How do I introduce myself?
It speaks for itself.
Yeah, enough said.
I mean, we'll get into the...
You'll soon come to learn.
Yeah, you'll soon come to learn what's going on.
We welcomed Emma on this week because something happened in the last week.
There's been a few things. Should we get into like the topics, like the news topics first before we go?
I guess so. I guess like we'll just kind of talk about like what... Like there have been a few things that have happened in the past week that I think we do need to address. One is that Brittany Broski liked Jacinta's Instagram story.
Brittany Broski, if you want to be on the podcast, literally hit me up.
Literally
we
will
fly you out.
We do not have the money to do that.
I will find it.
You could sleep on our couch.
Yeah, no, actually, like whatever. Like accommodations are there. But it was a picture that Jacinta posted on her story about me. It was like me watching the Broski Report and eating takeout in class, and like she liked it.
Wow,
she liked it.
It's
and
a
that's
really
like
real
experience. Like, don't pay attention in class. Don't like eat in class, and literally Brittany Broski will like your story.
Yeah,
for real.
If you want to be like Brittany Broski, don't pay attention in class.
I think she would stand by that message.
Yeah, she would. But she's a college-educated queen. Like she's so articulate. Like,
no, she is.
But she knows she gets it. Like she gets it.
Sometimes you gotta eat in class.
When she starts talking about art history, I'm like, oh my god. Like I get really excited.
Everybody sit down, like literally. Yeah. But it's so funny because last week we were talking about Brittany and then it happened.
I know. We manifested her.
We manifested Brittany.
Because she wants to be on the podcast. She wants to be our best friend.
Yeah, that's so true. I heard that.
DM, hit me up, please.
We finally saw FNAF.
Oh, did you see FNAF?
No, I didn't see FNAF, but I really want to see it. Like I've been in the trenches academically, but like this is really.
I think you need to like take a break.
No, I need to go see FNAF. Guys, tell me about it.
Did you like play FNAF as a kid?
Like not like that, no. But I had friends, and the person that I would go to babysit me, like all the kids would play FNAF. Yeah,
okay, like a game. Or like
and they would watch YouTube videos.
Like me and my cousins would play FNAF in real life, where we would act it out, and like we'd all be the animatronics and we try to scare each other. Yeah, so there's also like.
That's such a torturous game.
I would always make my cousin Victoria be like the security guard, and then there'd be like me and my other cousin and my brother and my sibling being like trying to be like or. We would actually play the song in the dark in the basement.
That is so.
So I need to clarify what people mean by play FNAF.
Oh no, I wasn't like that, but I respect that.
You
were dedicated to the craft.
We were really
real.
dedicated to the craft. Like, we listened to all the Tombstone living Tombstone songs and. You know that song, Five Nights at Freddy's. I will tell you one thing. It is in the movie.
It is.
Yes. They made it out of YouTube.
Crazy soundtrack in that movie.
I recommend watching it. I really do. Did you watch Priscilla, though?
No, I need to see Priscilla because I've been seeing so many spoilers. Like, it needs to be done. I'm so excited.
I highly recommend it. I had to go and sit in silence and process for hours.
That's another thing. That's another event that happened. We got flued out to see Priscilla.
We did. We got flued
big thanks to OCAD.
Thank you, OCAD.
And it was lovely. We really did have to sit there for a second with ourselves. But do you like any other Sofia Coppola stuff?
I do. Like she made the one about the French Marie Antoinette.
Do you like that movie?
I do like that
movie.
Because
it's a lot like Marie Antoinette.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That it was like a girl in this world that was like that it was like a fantasy world. Yeah.
Do you have you seen The Bling Ring?
Yes, I have. For those girls who like
The Bling Ring is really good. The Bling Ring was literally my hyperfixation for a really long time. Like I've seen almost every documentary about the Bling Ring.
Yeah.
I love it. And that
really
movie,
like that
it's so good.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of underrated.
It really is.
That's so true. It's so underrated, especially for a Sofia Coppola movie. Like
I know.
There's such good music in that movie too. Like I think Azalea Banks is in that movie or something.
Oh my god.
It's something like that. That's like wow, you really.
MIA is in it. for sure.
So iconic.
Yeah.
Like
So
sometimes I think
good.
about MIA, I'm like, what a queen. Like she did that when nobody else was doing it.
No,
like
for real. Like, what did you say about the MIA? Who was that?
Oh,
Dude, was that Jess?
no, it wasn't. This is in high school.
Who did that?
Lena El-Sadi, my close friend. Shout out to her. We went to high school together, and she did the morning announcements, and she put Paper Plane by MIA over the announcements. And, like, to people who don't know that song, got so fucking scared when the, like, dun, dun,
Gunshots
dun, dun. Like, they were like, holy shit, the school's getting shut up. Like, what the fuck is going on? And, like, everyone was, like, most people didn't understand what the big deal was, but there was a lot of kids that didn't know that song, and especially the teachers got mad about it because they didn't know. And then the tech teacher, like, called Lena and, like, cussed her out and got so mad. And she got into a lot of trouble, but we do talk about it and laugh because it's like, damn, you guys don't know MIA. Like that
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't
Justice
really
for
know.
That's
Lena,
on
what?
you for getting scared.
That I know. This is what I was mixing it up with, though. Do you know what story I was mixing it up with why I said Jess? Because remember that I'm not going to tell the story because Jess needs to come on and tell the story. But the pumped up kicks incident.
Oh.
That's what I was mixing it up
Yeah,
with.
Jess does.
You're gonna have to
tell
wait.
that.
You're gonna have to wait to hear that.
That is a real. I laughed so hard when she said that.
Yeah, that's oh my fucking god. Like that's okay. So we're at Priscilla. Jeez, too many things happen. I'm like leading it up to the main event right
Yeah.
now.
So we got flued out for Priscilla. It was
Yeah.
really, really awesome. I loved that movie. It was beautiful. Disappointing that there's no Lana.
Yeah.
Very disappointing.
What
felt the
fuck-
same
What's
way.
up with
Yeah.
that tweet that was like we wanted Lana on the project, but there's scheduling issues. And then there was that retweet that's just like, what's more important than this other than vaping? Like literally, what's
No, for
more
real.
important?
In a
I
way,
was
like that
confused.
just makes her to me more relatable because like her work ethic has to just be like I'm like Lana, I'm Lana Del Rey. I don't have to do that.
I know, and they said there were several attempts, like several,
Yeah,
and she
like
couldn't make it out one
Genuinely,
time.
if
Like,
No.
that would be me. Like I do have to relate to that.
yeah.
No, I think she knows that everyone is gonna edit her songs onto it anyways. So there's like literally no point. Like yeah.
Those edits rolling in are incredible, by the way. The
They're
edits
really-
rolling
the edits
in.
before the movie.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Were like they got the exact right unreleased song
Yeah.
put on that.
Yeah.
There's one that I really liked that got deleted.
I just see. This is why you have to you have to download them on your phone.
Asking me why I had edits downloaded on my phone. Was that you?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, well, there you go. That's the answer.
On your camera roll. No, it's a
Yeah.
smart thing to do because when an edit that I really love and resonate with gets deleted, it's like
Devastating.
devastating.
It used to be harder to save edits, and that's what these people don't understand. If
Yeah.
you were on
Yes.
Instagram and you wanted to save an edit, you had to get a separate app to save it to
Yeah,
your
because
phone.
screen recording used to not like be a thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Like, that's crazy.
I don't know, or just like it was like you had to. You could have screen recorded it, but I remember doing it all the way back when you had to get an app.
Yeah.
Like I'm dedicated to the craft.
Oh my god,
I
do you
don't
guys
know what to
remember
say.
that app called like CocoPa where like you got to like customize your like app like icons This is before like shortcuts
yes.
was a thing.
Oh,
and you got to
yes.
make them all like aesthetic. Oh, I ate that up.
That was really 2014.
That's old though. That's
Yeah.
like when I had an iPod.
yeah,
like,
me too.
Not even like
it
a
was
phone.
It was like 2014, 2013.
Yeah.
No, for
Only the
real.
real ones know about that one, guys.
Seriously.
No,
That's a
actually.
deep cut.
It's a deep cut.
So okay, so we got food out for Priscilla.
Yeah.
And then it was Maeve's birthday.
It was Maeve's birthday. That's where we're leading to all of this.
and
happy birthday to
Happy
the
birthday.
Happy
friend
belated.
pod. Like,
yes.
come on. And me and Emma went to the dinner for her party.
Yeah.
And so basically, we went to. Should I say the name of the restaurant?
I don't think we should. Maybe they'll like come for us. Like,
Okay, so we went
Like,
to a
Free
restaurant.
publicity. Wait, is it like a thing where it's like nobody really knows that like
Actually, I
he
do kind.
frequents that
No, if
restaurant?
No, people know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he
like
goes
people
there.
are gonna know once we talk about it. Like,
Okay.
I feel like they'll know what it is.
Okay, so if
Everybody
you
in
know, you
Toronto
know.
knows.
Okay,
Here
if
we
you know, you know.
on Endless Nameless, we proudly gatekeep. So I think we should
No.
we'll keep the name.
I
hidden
stand with
and
that.
and you guys
For
will figure
real.
it out.
So, yeah. So we went to a restaurant and we were joking around because oftentimes this restaurant has Drake come to
Yeah.
it.
It's
Drake
Drake's
loves this
favorite restaurant, yeah.
He comes all the time. But then we were getting ready for. Were you there before we went?
Yeah.
We were getting ready and we're just like, then we played like Ratchet Happy Birthday and we're just like, whatever,
Yes.
like that's fine, that's great. We had most of the dinner there and it was nice. I will say that it is, how do I put this?
There was
Me
this-
and you
yeah.
were the clownery was a lot.
Yeah,
like
the
what
foolery.
is going on?
I spilled my drink on my shirt.
Aww.
And then after, like, before, as soon as you guys started talking, you said Drake loves eating at this restaurant. I was like laughing, getting an image of like cartoonish Drake like slurping up spaghetti. Like doing like that, like so excited, and then I was giggling to myself so hard that I spilled my own drink over my shirt, and then I just kept looking.
Background to like why that just happened. That's fucking funny, bro.
No, but that's a good visual.
No, it is because that's the visual I had going into this entire thing. So we're sitting there, me and you were sitting beside each other, and we're cracking it up,
cracking jokes.
Because sometimes when I'm in a situation where there's a lot of people who are fancy, or like I don't really know how to explain a certain group of people.
Normal.
I can explain it. Like no,
but they
even like
weren't normal a little. Well, they're not normal to me, but
no.
That's an interesting metric.
There was just like so many. It was just like obviously the upper echelon of like wealth in Toronto. Like it's a very fancy restaurant.
Yes, that's how I would describe it.
Yeah,
lots
and
of
like
IG models.
there was the BBL queens were there. I will be honest. Like I just have to say that. Like,
BBL was BBLing because when you like on the bottom floor, I don't know if you noticed, but it was like busy. People were coming in and out, but like we were on the top floor, and I got the feeling that like the top floor was like where all the reservations were, because we had a reservation for like 11 people, which is like almost unheard of for this restaurant.
It's literally like the table was the size of the entire restaurant.
You guys were literally recreating the Last Supper in this restaurant.
We literally
were.
were.
That I like kind of want to be like one of the BBL queens, like with the sugar daddy, like just as a bit one time in my life. I want to have this experience.
It's what I thought, but then when I looked out to the situation, like I thought I would do that as a bit as well. But when I looked into the situation, I was like disturbed a little bit. Like I'll be honest, like I was like, I'm not like used to this environment.
Really?
So grateful that I got to eat there though.
Absolutely.
Like to be honest, like I'm not like saying like what the fuck, but I'm saying like I witnessed something.
Why is
that
it
I would
like
have
how
never
like do you
witnessed.
have to like book it like really early in advance, like this
I don't
reservation?
know. I really don't have the context to this place, to be honest.
Like from what I understand is that it's really difficult to get a reservation, especially for that big group of people. But Maeve had like a connection, so that's how we got it.
Okay,
yeah,
but. I mean, the people that were there.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you to that.
It was a lovely dinner. We were enjoying ourselves.
Yes.
Me and you said something about what was your little joke that you made that no one laughed at? It was me slapping.
It was so insane. Like we were all. It was super fancy, and then they were talking about singing "Happy Birthday" to Maeve.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Yeah, Maeve, like we're gonna sing to you. Like I'm about to get on this chair and start clapping like it's Jack Astor's." And I was like, "I don't even care."
And then it was silent. I was like, "Yeah."
Nobody laughed. But
oh my god, I love the visual of you guys like actually like knee slapping and everybody else at the table like swirling a wine glass. Like,
yeah.
Like, literally. And you know what? I get it. It was a nice little like thing, but I'm gonna be a little bit of a joker, like a little bit of a trickster. Like that's just what I'm gonna do.
I'm the joker,
I was
baby.
living it up. We had pasta with truffles on it.
Oh my god, yeah. No, we were like deciding for 20 minutes if we were gonna order this truffle fettuccine alfredo because we were like, how much does truffle cost? Like we were so worried.
I had to whisper around and be like, oh my god, like
are the prices not listed?
It was a special.
Okay.
So it was like, and I was like, okay, like I want truffles, and then like, cause I never had that before, and I was like asking around, and then it's like, oh, usually it's not that much if it's like whatever. It was for pasta, it was expensive.
It was,
but it wasn't like the craziest thing. Anyway, so it was good.
Anyway.
I did look up the menu when I saw that you guys were there, and I feel like compared to some restaurants in like Little Italy, it's not awful.
No, I know. Like that's like what's crazy about it. It actually wasn't expensive as I thought it was gonna be, and it's like it's good. I had truffles. Can't say I like truffles though.
You're not. It wasn't your vibe.
Did you like eat that and you were like, holy shit? Like that, did you? That
like
was
it didn't rock
like,
my world, but it was good, and it was like, I think truffles smell weird. And you know what? When they pulled up to the table with our food, which by the way, I was like, I thought I was in love with our waiter.
No, she actually said the funniest shit ever, bro. Where the waiter was like leaning over, put the plate in front of her, like put
he
it
moved
nicely.
my napkin.
Oh, like it's when he moved your napkin.
Yeah, he moved my napkin for me, and he's like, "Here you go." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And he's like, "No problem." And then we made eye contact, and I was like,
why
"Oh,
do you
so
have to
you
be so
want me?"
slutty about it?
No, literally, I was like,
that's
"Why
so
are you
intimate.
slutty?"
No, actually, and then you looked at me, you're like, "So he wants me."
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that is actually me as
That's
fuck.
really how I see the world.
That's
like,
how you see the world.
yeah,
I was really telling you, I'm like, damn.
Literally, any like man does anything, I'm like, okay, so you want me.
Like, no, like, why are you in love with me?
But they were just, I think we just like weren't used to like it being that nice because they were actually moved shit around.
We all actually just have we all
like,
just have like the bar set to like nothing.
I know.
Normally it's like getting like A&W and they spit in your face
I know.
when you
And we're
ask
just
for
like,
a napkin.
Thank you so much. Like they pee in your food.
Yeah.
Like, what's that video of things like you can't tell me they're not putting piss in the fucking iced tea or something. That's so when we were there we were like, damn, like,
this is nice.
No, it's so nice. Everyone there was actually really nice.
You know what killed me? When we got our food and we got the same food, they put it down on the table and you looked at me and you were like, I could tell that the truffles was like giving like a little weird to you. You were like, because it smelled weird. I'm not even gonna lie, like the truffles smell weird. And you were like, we both got our truffle meals. Like we were all excited. Then we had to eat it. It was just an interesting situation.
I was like, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how I feel about truffles. Like I'm gonna I'm just putting it out there. I've had truffle fries before, but like
truffle fries are good
off someone's thing.
Yeah.
So we eat our truffle pasta. Everyone's enjoying themselves. They bring out like the tiramisu, and it's like it was so good. Harry, Maeve's boyfriend, goes downstairs to smoke. He goes outside, blah blah blah. He comes back up the stairs. He sits down. All I hear like is here, and I'm like. And I'm like, who's here? Like, who's here? Like, I thought he said someone else, but I was like, who's here? He's like, no, he's here. And I'm like, Drake is in the fucking building,
In
bro.
the building.
He's in the building. And then
In
me
the
and you
building.
immediately were like, so what are we going to do about this?
Yeah. So what are we gonna do?
I've been holding back being a fucking jester this entire time. And now it's like,
And
it's
you
not, the
put-
floodgates have opened.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be stupid. At first he walked in and he sat down in his little like corner booth with the curtain. And you saw him.
Yeah.
And you took a picture.
I took
of him.
multiple live photos.
Can we
Live
put
photos
them
of him.
in?
Yes,
Of course.
Okay,
we have to
period.
because
Can't
it's
see him in it,
so
but-
funny the way that your hand is shaking.
Because I was like so nervous. I was
Yeah.
like so
I didn't
nervous.
see him because Harry told me that Drake is like 5'7", so I was looking at the 5'7" level of human beings. I was like, we were down
At
there.
that eye level.
And then I was like, I didn't
Horizon.
see his face. Like I didn't see anything. Like I just saw a bunch of because he had a bunch of bodyguards and he had like a posse.
Yeah. He brought his whole OVO squad.
I know he actually
Like,
Why
brought
does
like
he
the
bring
OVO
the squad
like
onto his date?
I don't know. There was 3 Rolls Royces outside.
Holy
Yeah.
Like it was so. Anyways, so this is the fated moment in life. Like you're in the same room as Drake in Toronto. Like this is
This is what
it.
everybody moves here to have.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is crazy because I didn't. But
Yeah.
I'm here. So
Oh, I did.
and then-
Oh, I did. I'll tell you
so
that.
we were. Oh my god, it's actually crazy. So we're scheming,
Oh my God, I was plotting. Like, what's the plan of action? What are we doing?
and I have a video of everyone at the table kind of being like, how are we talking to him? Like whatever. Like someone had their invitation to the party, so they gave it to Maeve, and then she started writing down like, come take a shot with us, like at Maeve.
Yeah.
Like that invitation unfortunately never got delivered to him because we could not have foreseen the instances that happened to us later in the night. But whatever, we're like joking around about it, and like we're being loud as fuck. Like to be honest with you, it is it's smaller than this room.
It was
where
a
we were
really
eating.
small room.
It's a
yeah.
house. It's like a house that they've converted into a like restaurant. So it's like it's so
Interesting.
small. Everyone's crammed in. Like it's really tight in there. And I know that bitches are looking at us making a commotion, but it's
Yeah.
actually Drake.
Yeah.
Like that's so funny to me.
That is
he's
a
there.
beautiful situation to be in.
Thank you. Like, I was freaking out because, guys, I'm like a diehard Drake fan.
Okay.
And that's something we're gonna get into. If you're from Mississauga, possibly you like Drake even more than people from Toronto.
Yeah.
Like
Bold
the
claim,
Drake,
but-
like no, I'm saying that the Drake like rhetoric in Mississauga is very strong.
They like integrate it into
no,
you guys.
it's like it's really important to like culture growing up in
Yes.
Mississauga. Like when Views came out, this is what I said. I said when Views came out,
It's
when it did,
life-changing.
like arguably we were in the best place in the world to listen to it. Like
Yes.
like listening to Views in Mississauga in
In
your best friend's
2016.
pool in the backyard in
Yeah.
2016 summer, listening to Controlla, like that's.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry, guys. If you live anywhere else, like that's actually how you're meant to listen to it.
Yeah.
Like
That's
it was
beautiful.
So I'm
That's
having-
really
We're all
beautiful.
having a full circle moment here because everyone
Yeah.
is there was from the GTA, anyways, and. I don't know what happened in between, but we were just like, I was actually reeling. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm so excited to do something stupid right now.
Yeah.
And then I think you see him get up, or someone says, he got up, he went to the washroom, and you're like, we're gonna go to the washroom. And
I
you-
stood so quick.
no, you were like, you're coming with me. And I'm like,
Yeah.
of course I am. Like,
Yeah.
damn, like, I'm talking to this motherfucker. So, now we're getting closer to the video
Oh my
itself.
God.
We were in the washroom. I didn't know if you actually had to go, so I'm like, what are we doing? Like, and
No.
you're like, no, like, don't even talk to me. Like, I can't deal with this. And then you're doing this is the video. You're doing your lip liner. I pan over to the door.
Mm-hmm.
You may have seen this video already by the time this comes out. The door opens, and in the crack of the door opening, in the frame lies Drake. And I could not believe my fucking eyes. Like,
right outside of the door.
Standing as the door is closing is so funny. Like, he's perfectly posed in this frame. And he's just like he's literally doing the fucking like cunty like pose. Like, why is he actually
the other thing was before all of this, I have this edit of Drake that like I call the gay Drake edit, where it was I used to be a lover boy, and it's him going like but like if that's not him, it's like that other guy who pretends to be gay Drake or whatever. And I'm like, if I ever see him in real life, I promise I'm gonna show him that. I didn't, but we'll see what happens next.
Another time.
What was going through your head when I said that?
When you said that he was
right
there. Oh my God, I was like really nervous because obviously I'm a huge Drake fan.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my God, like this is it. I'm a go-getter, guys. Like I'm a go-getter. And I needed to speak to him. I don't know what took over me, but I was like, this is it. I was like, let's roll. I grabbed my purse.
No, you started rolling, and then I was like, that was my cue to go. I didn't know if you were gonna be like a little nervous or like didn't want to go right away. I'm like, I'm gonna talk to I'm gonna go right up to him.
Yeah, me too.
But we walked out there, and he was actually standing. Correct me if I'm wrong. In a way, in the hallway, which is actually impossible to ignore him.
Yeah,
like, it would be weird if
wanted
we didn't.
to be walked up.
Like
to.
he was. I will say, like I have no idea why he was standing
for it.
Yeah, bro.
It was so. And then you say hi.
No, I'm like, hello.
Yeah, and we have a conversation with him kind of about like why, like, oh, it's our friend's birthday. And then he thought, that she got kicked out or something? Because there's a drunk girl who got kicked out. It's like, is that her? And we're like, no. Like,
no, I was like, we're sitting right over there.
We're loud as fuck. Like those loud people like getting on the chairs like it's jackass. Like that,
No, I literally was saying that we were saying, because I wanted him to send us like food or like money or like say hello or like pay my tuition.
They had the Idol tequila there. You know that tequila that's like in that
Don Julio.
No, it's like
1942.
No, it's the one with like the maybe it is that. I don't know. It's the one that's like in like a porcelain white vase with like the blue, and it was in.
Oh, I know that is. I think that is a Don Julio.
Okay,
one, but it's not 1942.
I wouldn't know. I just know that it's in the Idol, and then everyone's like, "This is expensive." Yeah, they had that there, and I'm like, Loki, do you think that he would send Maeve a shot?
No,
like, do you think? And I don't know. We just like talked to him, and then we're like, nice to meet you, okay? And he said, tell her happy birthday.
Yeah.
So Drake wished Maeve a happy birthday.
That's a win.
Beautiful. Drake, if
big
you ever
dub.
are watching this, thanks for talking to us. I know we were being ridiculous.
Drake,
gosh,
if you
thank
ever want to
you.
be on the pod,
please join us.
Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
we make Drake sit on the floor next to you.
You will be sitting here.
No.
He would love that.
You know what I found really funny, which I didn't realize after the fact? When we were leaving the washroom, he was in a position where we had to say hello. Like there was just no way. It would be rude. But then
it would be a little funny.
Yeah, even if we didn't be like you know what I mean, like a nod, a little nod.
Yes,
but the energy in there was like everybody wasn't really talking to him. Like everyone was acting like it was regular, like every day.
Maybe it is
So,
regular.
kind of is regular for them.
I guess, but not for me. But then the way we were standing, like he kind of shifted so we could walk by, like out back to the table. Yeah. He shifted a little this way, but he was like beside the wall to the kitchen, and then I turned my body and like cornered him. Like he had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to hide.
Like, we had to talk to him. He had nowhere to go. Like it was just.
You were like, it's my friend's birthday. It would be so funny if you give her a tequila shot, like cornering him.
I'm not gonna leave until you do.
Yeah. It was just funny. I was like, I literally cornered Drake and like forced him to talk to me. I was like,
he wasn't even mad. He was fine.
But
like I think he was like, he seemed a little tense. Maybe he was like nervous for his date.
I was nervous when he looked, okay guys, he looked me up and down. He looked me up and down, and I think that he might have.
It's because I was.
Yeah.
I think he's.
But as a fellow like delusional girl, like I understand that. Like if Drake looked me up and down, I would literally be like losing sleep.
I could not sleep the night of the party. I was like, oh my god. But then I looked down at my outfit and I was like, oh my god, I actually can't live anymore because do that.
That's okay.
No, you're good.
I was like, oh, I cannot do this because I was wearing like a fully thrifted outfit. Like everything I'm wearing is from Value Village, and my boots are like peeling like Value Village boots. Like, don't look at my boots, Drake. Like, you're looking at my boots.
The outfit you were wearing was like it
was a cute
like it was
outfit.
good. I think like I don't know what he was wearing. He was wearing track pants and like he was wearing a track suit.
Yeah, that's true.
That was an interesting choice. I remember, and he had like his braids and his braid up. Yes. Like I don't know why
he's really just somebody's uncle. Like he's literally got major uncle vibes.
No, and so that's us addressing the Drake situation. Yes. We did talk to him. Yes, he is obsessed with us. He won't stop hitting us up after that. He's like, "Can I be on the podcast, please?"
Yeah,
please
he
give me Emma's
wanted
number,
to be here to
please.
be telling this story, but we were like, "No, like our schedule's way too busy."
I just don't think.
And he was like, "Well, what if we like go out like tonight?" And I was like, "No,
I can't. Like, I actually have an assignment due. Like, I can't do this."
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I'll pay somebody to do your assignment for you." And I'm like, "No, like talk to me when you're gonna pay that tuition.
Talk to me. Come back to me."
Yeah.
Did you feel delusional for the rest of the night?
I felt like I was in a dream.
Yeah.
The way that I was hyped up on that experience, like that's gonna keep me going for a good 3 months.
Yeah,
like,
that's a sitcom ass situation to be in.
Yeah.
That video is so funny. The way that he's just standing there is like, we should print that and we should frame it.
I think every incident that we discuss on this podcast. And listen, I grew up obviously with Drake, so I get it, but then also a little bit to me, like, he is a little bit of a meme to me. Like, I'm just gonna be fucking honest because of then we can maybe get into Dake. If you don't know what fucking Dake is, I'm sick and tired of people questioning me about it because it's actually the most important thing that ever happened. Dake is this screenshot of a playlist on Spotify that someone made. We'll put the picture in. That somebody made the Apple emoji of him for, and it looks fucking dumb as shit. And I remember in the summer of 2021, and Esmahan and Suhaib are gonna know about this because this is me at Cineplex. We ate. It was 2021, 2022. I think it's 2022. Doesn't matter. We ate Dake up. Dake was the funniest shit that happened to me in my life. And there was an account. Did you know about Dake before I brought this up?
No, I didn't. But like, I respect it.
Nobody and I drew a little picture on my wall of Dake, not Drake. Dake. And it says 2023 best boy
Toronto's
in my house.
best boy.
Yeah, and it's in my house. It was in my house way before we met him.
Yeah.
And I just feel like
wait, really?
Yeah, it was like I think I did
that's
that,
been in your house
like
since like you moved into that.
I know.
house.
Yeah,
like,
we had that. Like Dake has been a staple in my life, and I've manifested real life Dake. Like they made Dake in real life, and I met him at that restaurant.
Yeah, that's so true because he was giving not real. When I was standing this close to him, I was like, that's Dake for sure.
I will say my perspective of it is I was not nervous because he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Like when he said embarrassing, like, I don't like you do not like intimidate me.
No,
like,
to me Drake is not like, oh my god, like cool music guy. Like I don't know.
No,
like,
I'm just it's crazy right now. I'm talking to an A-list celebrity.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. But like when I saw him, I'm like, I could have. Here are the list of things I wish I could have done. I wish I started singing to him. I wish I started singing. Like I wish I was like, can you hear me? And then I'd be like, Kiki, do you love me? I would have been like the Druid.
So
like there's a lot. I did fumble in this way. I wish I could have given him the invitation.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I wish that I showed him the gay Dake edit.
I wish that you showed him that edit.
Because I promised myself that I would if I ever met him. And I did fumble. But like I get the starstruckness because I felt that definitely with other people before. But to me I'm like, what a silly man.
I was ready for you to go buck wild though. Like I was ready for you to show that edit because in the car there you were like, oh my god, if we meet Drake, I'm showing him this edit.
Yeah,
and then we did.
Like if I ever meet him again, I'll be like, hey, remember me? Like I need to show you.
It's hard to be in those moments though because like yes, you were kind of cornering him, but it's also like he's on a date, like he's got like a billion people around him. Like it's very hard to like secure like a longer conversation with him.
If I was hype enough to create such tension and such cringe.
Yeah, that's true.
I had to be. If I had a drink. That I could have been kicked out of that place, but I couldn't drink because I'm on antibiotics.
But not anymore.
She's I'm on antibiotics, guys. What the fuck? But I did. So then I did talk to Drake sober. So
that's what's also crazy to me because I had a glass of champagne and I'm like super lightweight, so like that was hitting me for sure and I was nervous. But you were dead sober meeting Drake. Like that's a trip. That's a trip.
I'm gonna tell you, when I saw that guy walk in, I was like, that's just a Toronto man.
Yeah, it
like
literally
that's like literally like I can go up to him. Like but I'm so glad that we had this experience because once we were done with it, we were really like,
you guys are bonded for life.
Trauma bonded.
That's what we said. We were just like we're actually trauma bonded from this forever.
Really
like,
real.
No, that was so fun. I wish that he just got the memo about the party after.
For sure. If he pulled up, that would have broke the internet.
It
like,
really
for
would
sure.
have. Like,
Are there any other Toronto icons that you guys have met before, or like just
Toronto icons. I've
Toronto
seen
cryptids?
Debbie a lot. I saw her a lot in 2020 before she passed away.
R.I.P.
Rest
Debbie?
in peace to Debbie for real.
Such a sad.
It is sad.
I don't know.
I've met obviously like the Believe guy.
Yeah, the Believe guy I see around. I see the guy who like sings on his skateboard.
Yes,
I
I've
see
seen
him all the
too.
time.
I see him right there.
Yeah, he used to he goes up into like Spadina a lot, and I used to live in like Spadina in college, and so like I would hear him outside my apartment window like all the time.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah.
Yes. Oh, he's got a beautiful voice.
Oh my god. I saw like a TikTok and somebody put him in the stew and like
Really?
recorded a song with him.
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
guys.
I actually think we need to see that.
That's
something
awesome.
Really adjacent to us.
Yeah, that's
so.
really really awesome.
I don't know if I've seen any other like really iconic Toronto cryptids like that, but
Yeah.
I've met a lot of like musicians and filmmakers that are like,
Okay.
but they're not like memes, I guess.
I guess
So-
to some they're not memes. To
No,
us,
that's like the only thing I can think of.
yeah.
Oh, but I met Ethel Kane here.
Oh
Did
yeah,
I
that's
say that on
crazy.
the podcast?
I don't know if you
I
did.
did meet Ethel Kane here in a church, like it wasn't a basement. It was like the second floor of a church, and there was a show that I think one of her like drummers was in the band of, and she was there, and I met her. I took a picture with her. I said I love her work, and then I was drinking, and we were dancing to 212.
That's
Not with each other, but we
gorgeous.
were like beside each other.
That's
I'm like, I'm actually
gorgeous.
partying with Ethel Kane.
That's
right now.
so lit.
That's
I think a lot of
so
people were there
litness.
that were a fan of her though at that
Yeah.
time. So that's the only thing.
That's so awesome.
Well, that and I need to say one more thing about Dake. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What happened to the fucking Dake official account? Does anybody remember that whoever made the Dake? You guys don't remember.
I don't.
Whoever made the Dake playlist on Spotify made an account, and Joan of Arca would always post it. And I have so many Dake memes saved, and then all of a sudden one day they disappeared. Everything. Joan of Arca did not speak of it. Dake official got deleted, and the playlist. And I followed Dake on Spotify. And
Do you think it was like that interview with Bobby where like Drake like kind of got embarrassed and he was like, no.
What? Oh,
You remember that
Yes, I
interview
do, and
with
I
Bobby
do.
and then like
Of
all of a
course
sudden
I
it's
do.
gone? Maybe it was like Drake was aware of that and then he was like, actually no,
Yeah.
that's really embarrassing, which is really funny. If
so
like he
hilarious.
sees something, he fucks with it and then he's like, actually no, that's embarrassing. Cause,
and
like,
then he gets it shut
he's
down.
like, that's me as hell.
That's-
I get that.
That's what I should have done. I should have asked him about Dake. Like I should have been like,
Yeah.
"Did you stop that?" Because like, let me tell you right now, like that really hurt my feelings. Like, Dake like,
Personally
like,
affected you.
Yeah.
That really did. Like, oh my god.
No.
That
So
That's an amazing story, guys. I'm so happy for you that happened. Like, it genuinely, when you guys, like, you were texting me in this moment where you're like, Dake is in the building. And I'm like walking down the street and I'm like, what? What? Somewhere in
Yeah.
the city, you guys are breathing the same air as Drake. Like, that's crazy.
No,
It was life changing.
Yeah. So I feel like we're basically saga icons now.
You literally are.
Listen, we made it out.
We actually
made
made
it
it out of
Yeah.
saga. Like that's
Yeah.
like it's so crazy because if I was thinking like if I met Dake in high school
Oh my god.
and
Oh.
I went back, I would have risen in the ranks tenfold.
Oh, you would be top fighter, top
Yeah.
I know.
head honcho.
No, I literally, like, and so would you, bro. Like, if you, like, Mississauga High School is so deeply entrenched with Drake.
The culture is insane.
Yeah,
for sure.
And that's something. We're just two saga
Saga
tings
girl.
that met the six god. Like,
That's
yeah,
that's
we met the six
actually
god.
the word saga tings is a little loaded.
No. Maybe we should just say saga girls.
Saga
You're
girls.
saga
Saga
girls.
girls.
Are
Saga
you aware of
girls.
saga tings?
A little bit.
I
A
feel
little
like
bit.
that.
I
Like,
feel like I
connotates
kind
something that is
like I
that's
feel like I know enough about like Toronto culture to know like what
about
that means.
Mississauga.
Yeah.
I love when Six Buzz posts something that's like in square one. I'm like, okay.
Oh,
Like-
guys, stop.
Beach
Yeah, I had to
Square.
unfollow Six Buzz. I'm gonna say it right now for my mental health.
That's
Really?
That's
Okay,
really
you know what?
too
That's
much. I go through
smart.
phases where I have to because I'm just like
Yeah.
I can't. Like,
I need to keep an eye on them. I don't.
See,
I'm never
Six
unfollowing
Buzz,
Six Buzz. Like,
please,
watch your fucking
please
back,
post
Six
us.
Buzz. Like,
Yeah.
I'm actually like.
No,
should
but
we just
they-
like start beef with them right now? Like Six Buzz, you
We
fucking
already did
suck.
the
Like you
first
actually
episode,
like
we're like-
fucking suck. Like literally go kill yourself.
no,
you suck.
Six
Like
Buzz. Six Buzz truly is like a problem.
Yeah,
like
it
it
is.
actually is a
Up,
problem.
yeah.
Like fake news constantly, like very skewed political news. that they
Yeah,
constantly- I guess we're
literally
getting into the beef.
a breeding ground for like some of the worst like men in this city.
Yes,
like it literally
actually.
like is their like safe space and like why are you like influencing that? Why are you promoting that? Why are you encouraging that behavior? That's disgusting.
And they'll promote behavior that's ass.
Yeah.
They will like actually what they post is like against journalistic standards.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you can't
misinformation to the max.
I know, like
Yeah.
it's like if anyone is watching this who doesn't know what Six Buzz is, like it's an epidemic in this city.
Yeah,
It
if
really
you
is.
find out about any piece of news through Six Buzz,
It's just
like
because
you
I
need
can't
to check
trust
yourself.
anything that Six Buzz says.
Yeah.
No, but my little sister literally gets her news through Six Buzz. Still,
Really?
I swear to God.
Not good.
Yeah.
That's like, like
No, not like she doesn't trust it, but like she'll be saying something and I'll be like, "Where'd you hear that?" And she's like, "Oh,
Six
Six Buzz."
Buzz.
And I'm like, "Bruh."
There was another one that was from Mississauga when like probably we
Saga
were
Buzz TV, no? Yes.
There was a
Saga
Mississauga
Buzz TV.
one.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god, I fucking forgot about that.
Yeah.
I loved when they did your high school also went to Mississauga High School?
I did.
Did your high school did they like post fight videos a lot?
That's what I was gonna say.
Did it ever be is that around
Okay,
Saga
my high
Buzz?
school did that too, though. Like, it is. I don't know if that's just a Mississauga thing.
I'm like relating it to like sometimes it would get on Saga Buzz.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
that is
yeah.
like a thing.
They would
Like,
post
yeah.
like Saga Buzz would post all of the major fights from different high schools.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
and it'd be like, oh, like Loyola beef ting or something like that. Like I didn't go to Loyola, but that's what it was. The caption would be, and I'd be like, oh,
That's
my
so
God.
weird though, because that's definitely like somebody who's not in high school managing that account being like hilarious and then posting like 16-year-olds getting their shit
beating
rocked.
the shit out of each other.
Like that's
Yeah.
a
I'm
little
like,
bit
everything that goes on in Mississauga is not necessarily like
right.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not necessarily good.
That's
but
fair.
It does. I mean, it does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, one little more thing. I do want to say this. So do you want to talk about how you're bringing back Toronto slang?
Oh my
Do you
God.
want to? If you don't want to, we don't have to.
Like we can talk about it maybe if I'm not feeling it.
I don't think you guys have mentioned how you know each other yet.
Oh, that's a great. Okay,
Oh, that's
so
true.
like a better interviewer would. The first question before all of this would
Yeah.
definitely be like how we know each other, and it's
Yeah.
through Maeve.
It's
But how do you
through
know Maeve?
I know Maeve through school. I met her in class just by chance.
Period.
Yeah, very like divine intervention, serendipity
that.
moment. I was
Yeah.
just like, we were both walking in late first day, and I held the door open for her, and there was no seats. So then we had to sit in the front row, and it was like full lecture hall. And I was like, "Do you just want to sit beside me?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then we
Yeah.
became besties.
I remember the
That's
day.
so
I remember
cute.
the day that happened because she's like, "Oh my god, I made a friend in class."
Yeah.
And it was like so. It was so cute. And then
Yeah.
like yeah.
And then I met you through Maeve.
Yeah, I don't remember when specific. Maybe like her birthday last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Legend. And she's my saga bestie.
I
that's
know
so
literally like, there's
cute.
not a lot of saga bitches around.
Listen.
Like,
Which is crazy. Like,
No.
where do they go?
they stay
Western.
there.
Yeah.
Those two are the options. They go to Western or they stay there. That's literally it. Like, well, would you say any of your media of the week is Drake? Is anyone? Are we gonna start with that?
Yeah. I can't personally say
Maybe
that my media of the week is Drake. Although last night, Jack's day list was like lit beats like Monday evening or something like that, and there was a lot of Tyler the Creator on there.
Yeah.
Like I Ain't Got Time, Okra.
Okra.
There was
Okra.
another. Oh, Garbage. Garbage was my favorite Tyler song when I was like 14. Like I loved that song so much. So those Tyler songs, I was having a lit time. It was a lit beats Monday night when those started playing.
Litmus for sure.
So Litmus.
I do want to
I am
say.
gonna steal that from you. I do
Litmus.
really like Litmus.
The way before all of this happened, you did say it's gonna be Litmus.
And it was.
And
And it delivered.
it's gonna
It
be
delivered.
Litmus and it's gonna be a Trolls Christmas.
It's gonna be Litmus for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be. It's crazy now that it's daylight savings. Like while we're recording this now, the sun will be setting.
I
So you're just
know.
gonna have to get used to that, guys.
Yeah.
I made a playlist based on all of this instance called GTA Catholic High School Core. You can check it out because it's I think you verified it.
Oh, verified by me, a Saga girl.
Yeah, it is, and I think I don't know. Give me a sec. Why don't you go first? I need to pick some specific songs.
I just choose a song. Is that what it is?
Songs, movies, anything that you've seen and consumed. It's like Emergency Intercom. We stole from
Oh,
Emergency
yeah.
Intercom.
It's okay. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So song. I would say "Tell Him" by Lauryn Hill. I'm a huge Lauryn Hill girl.
Oh my god,
Love
I was
her.
so raised on Lauryn Hill. That's like my mom doing the dishes music.
Yes, me too. I was raised on
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill, and like a bunch of my dad's like a music head, so like
Mine too.
yeah. I
Love
feel like
that.
everyone's dad's a music head.
Oh,
I love
yeah,
it. I live for that.
definitely.
The '90s was great for our dads,
For
guys.
sure.
Like the '90s was great.
That built most dads' personalities.
No,
Real.
seriously. Yeah, I'd say "Tell Him" by Lauryn Hill. I'm replaying. Also, Media, Emergency Intercom, always. Enya raised me.
Yeah,
My
that's
Latina
so
queen.
cute.
Thank you,
Yes.
Enya.
Wait, where's she?
Where is she?
Thank you, Enya.
Yeah,
we love
for
her.
real.
Yes.
That was the first thing we like bonded on was like emergency intercom. I don't know how we
Yes.
figured it out, but
I can look at you. I can smell
no,
that.
you can like
That's
spot
the
that
thing though, is that like
Yeah.
I've literally met people for the first time and they're like, "Do you know Enya?" And I'm like, "Is it that obvious?"
It's
obvious.
And
really-
that's like
I
when I went to
mean,
Sonic Boom and I was buying like a gift for Jess. I was buying Crash by Charlie XCX, and then I was buying Room on Fire by The Strokes. And I'm like, could I get a gift receipt for one of those? And he's like, yeah, the Charlie XCX one. And I'm like,
Wow.
this motherfucker
Yeah.
clocked me as a
He
Strokes
profiled
enjoyer,
you.
bro. Like, oh my fucking god. Okay, I'm gonna say Legend by Drake because you remember when this album came out?
I do.
Because
If you're
that was a
reading this,
lot.
it's too late.
Yes, and they had
Yeah.
that billboard saying the sixth god is watching.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What a time.
So I listened to Legend by Drake a lot as a child. I just remember that because I happened to have met him recently.
Yeah.
Because he's a close personal
He
friend.
is a close personal friend. He's like a little bit obsessed
Yeah,
with
he
us.
like actually pulled you aside in the bathroom and he was like, "Guys, I'm like really nervous for this date. Like she looks really pretty.
He
Like
was
what
actually
should I
nervous.
do?"
We're rewriting the narrative. We're gonna take out all the stuff where I explained it, and that's what
Yeah,
happened.
that's really what happened.
And Master of None by Beach House and Priscilla. That shit rocked our fucking world.
Priscilla,
We would have talked about
man.
Priscilla this whole episode.
Endless,
We didn't have
nameless.
Drake allegations.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like,
What a beautiful film.
well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank you
for
for
having
expressing
me.
your point of view on this because we were the only two bitches going cuckoo about it.
And as you should be, you guys are the ones to be in the right about this situation.
Thank you.
like, we
Thank
To
really
be like
were.
weirdly normal about it, that's unsettling. To
Yeah,
me.
it's just like I'm never gonna be normal about anything.
Never
probably.
the same. I will never be the same.
Yeah, nothing is. What was this song? Nothing will be the same or whatever. That's not a song that he.
Yo, cut that. We're actually Drake's fans
No,
right now. We're
I'm
actually Drake.
sorry,
I'm
dude.
actually a Drake
I'm
fan.
so sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, man.
Yeah, well, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for listening.
That was
Follow our Instagram and our TikTok
Please.
too.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you guys next week
Yeah.
when we go to the casino
We are
and
gonna- yeah,
we
when we go to
get
the
we
casino.
actually do have a litmus time there too.
Yeah. I mean, if
Yeah.
I've met Drake, I could probably meet
Pete
John
Davidson.
and Pete.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Bye.
Bye.